Stacy's mom has got it going on. Good morning, Snoopy's girl. How are you? Good morning, Caitlin. How are you today? Good morning, Dina. I'm okay. I am tired and I am sick. Good morning, Debbie. How are you this morning? I cannot breathe. Thank you, Snoopy. I'm technically at work right now. That is exactly how Tennessee weather is, Caitlin. I'm okay, Debbie. Just tired and dealing with some sinus issues or a cold. It may be, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a lot of people dealing with it right now because of the crazy weather, Dina. My daughter is dealing with it too. Good morning, Green Eyes. How are you this morning? Me too, Kaylin. Me too. Friday I actually had to show up a couple of hours late to work because I had a migraine because of the changes in the barometric pressure, however you say that. Good morning, Shell Shock. I was a little sick yesterday, DMAC, but it's definitely worse this morning. Yeah, they are bad. I figured I would do another live this morning because it's possible that I may be thrown into a training for the rest of this week. I have a lot going on at work the next couple of weeks. Good morning, Happy Mama. Yes, hope for healing for sure. We have what's called an outbound team, and they make outbound calls to follow up with customers who have recently purchased a vehicle to make sure their experience was okay. And then we have what's called a concierge team, which walks the customer through the process of reserving a vehicle that they want to purchase. And then we have our corporate office, which is the call center of agents who handle any issues or concerns customers have after they purchase the vehicle. So we are actually doing away with the outbound team. Hey, Janelle, good morning. And I'm going to have to train our concierge on the outbound team's work the rest of this week. And then starting next week for 2 weeks, I have to train the old outbound agents on our corporate headquarters processes. I have to take a 4-week training and put it into 2 weeks. And then technically I'm supposed to have a 4-week new hire class starting immediately thereafter. But I'm thinking that my supervisor may fix some things around so that I can get a break. Thank you, Shell. Hey, Savannah. Good morning. How are you today? So because I can't promise any morning lives for the near future, I figured I would at least go live for a little while this morning. It is stressful, Caitlin. I love my job, but when I say that this department would fall apart without me, I legitimately mean it. Thank you, Happy Mama, for the roses. I know all of our programs. So I know our outbound team, I know our corporate team, and I know our concierge team. No other trainer at this company knows all 3 programs the way that I do. So if I leave, they're going to have to uptrain another trainer. And we don't really have time for that because we have back-to-back new hire classes. So it's a lot. And I don't typically get breaks even when I'm supposed to. But I think my manager's starting to realize that. It is rough, Savannah. Thank you, Kayla. I'm having my first monster shell shock and my nicotine. I am drinking the... which one is this? Just a regular Monster, I guess. I thought I grabbed my Monster Nitro. Listen, I don't know about any tea being spilled today. It's too early. I am Sherry all the time. Good morning, JB. How are you today? I feel like it would be so hard to do what you do from home, though, Janelle. Unless you have, like, a separate building outside of your house to where you did it, I feel like it would cause a lot of mess and chaos inside of your home. It needs to be quiet this early in the morning, Happy Mama. Good morning, Stewie. I need to quit smoking, Diana, but it's so hard. But I do love me some Diet Pepsi. Me too, JB. Me too. Quitting smoking that's a big deal because that is hard. Well, hopefully your day is easy and smooth and all the things, Janelle. Yeah, Ringo's still asleep. Dang, that's a long time to be without your actual salon. True, Diana. My stepdaddy smoked for years and years and years and years and years, his whole life. And about 10 years ago, he developed lung cancer. And that is the only reason he quit smoking. They had to take out one of his lungs. Good morning, Mama Amy. I hope you have a great day as well. Y'all, if my motherfucker drops, don't hurry up and come in. Same, Janelle, same. Good morning, Jerry. I will say that I did try to quit smoking once, and I was using the patch. And after about 3-4 days, I was so sick. I'm talking like upper respiratory type sick. The worst upper respiratory infection I had ever had. I don't know if it was a coincidence or what it was. I do, Michelle. I do make sugar scrubs. Yeah, I can't vape. I can't. It hurts my chest. Good morning, Carmen. Yeah, it could have been the patch for sure. The patch also gives a lot of people nightmares. My stepdad swears by Chantix. Michelle, I don't have a website right now because I usually sell out so fast. So it's hard to have consistent inventory to keep uploaded to a website, but I'm working on that. When I have available stock, I do post videos of everything. So yeah, right now the only scrub that I have left is one root beer sugar scrub, and it has ice cube soaps inside of it. But I have a lot of stuff that I plan to make this week. I'm working right now on a strawberry shortcake bar soap that I should be able to finish today. And then I'm going to start a strawberry shortcake body butter to go with it, pair with it. And then I'm going to make a raspberry body butter. Thank you for the heartbeats, guys. Really, Janelle? That's crazy. Everybody stay away from Janelle if she ever tries to quit smoking and goes back on Chantix. You might not make it out alive. I'm just saying. Yeah, I think the raspberry is going to be a pretty big hit. I'm probably going to have to make quite a bit of it. It just depends. Hope for Healing, I use all raw organic products. I use shea butter. I use coconut oil, cocoa butter, mango butter. It just depends on what I'm making. But the main butter that I use is shea butter. And coconut oil is typically always in it. But I am scarce on the amount of coconut oil that I use. It's really beneficial for your skin, but if you overuse it, it can clog your pores. So I don't use much coconut oil in it, but I do use some. Holy shit, Kelly Marie. $70 a pack? Ain't no way. Yeah, everything in my products, every product I make is completely raw and organic. No chemicals. The only thing that, like, of course I use essential oils, but they're all essential oils that are skin safe. And then I use colorant, which is cosmetic grade mica powders. So, everything else, all organic products. Which is also why it could take a while to come in whenever I order supplies, because it's not something that they can just pull from a big manufacturer and ship out. My fiance's farts were like an unalived animal. When did we start talking about farts? Listen, this is my kind of people. I've never heard of that. I'll have to look that up. Philosophy, Amazing Grace. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. That makes sense, Kelly. Good morning, Sour Skittles. Aw, thank you, Fairy. So, I was going to say something and I forgot. Oh, the joys of the morning. Oh, speaking of like lucid dreams and dreams that not only are scary but feel so incredibly real. I used to take a medication for my depression and anxiety called Latuda. And Latuda worked great. Have a great day, Kaylin. Latuda worked great. Like, it was amazing. But it gave me dreams so severe and so intense. I would wake up pouring sweat. I would be having panic attacks in my, like, when I would wake up, I would be in the middle of a panic attack. So, good morning, Kimberly. Good morning, Jesse. Kelly Marie, I don't know. I will say that if there is not an appropriate balance of the wax that they're using, the fragrance oil that they're using, and the colorant, it can cause a faster melt. I will also say that paraffin wax melts much faster than soy wax. And that's a big part of why paraffin wax puts out a stronger fragrance throw, because it's burning more of your wax at a time. So, of course, you're getting more of that fragrance, but you're running out of the product a lot faster. So, you're really not getting a long-term benefit. But then if you have soy wax, you can still get a good fragrance throw from it, but it's not going to be quite as strong as the paraffin wax, but it's also going to burn much slower, if that makes sense. That's a good idea, Happy Mama. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I would check the ratio of the wax that you're using in comparison to your fragrance oils. Good morning, Muppy. I love sleep too, Happy Mama. I'm okay. JJ, I woke up sicker today than I was yesterday, to be honest, but it's what happens when the weather gets like it is doing right now. Oh, what's everybody doing today? Besides working. I'm sorry, Fury. I hope that it gets better. Quick. Headaches are no fun. How is Tinsley? Janelle, is she getting any better? Building your back up. Have they given you an update on your appeal, Stewie? 2 loads of laundry isn't bad. I don't mind washing the clothes and drying the clothes, but I absolutely despise folding and hanging up the clothes. I shit you not, my love seat is a clothes pile right now, and I really don't want to touch it. Good morning, Breezing. That may not be a bad idea, Fairy, especially if it is intense of a headache. Really, you lost your appeal? But is it permabanned, Stewie, or did they give you, like, some type of date where it would come back? I love a good yard sale, Muffy, but it is hard work having one. So kudos to you. Oh no, that fucking sucks. Message me the screen name for that account, Stewie, and we can actually have people send in a report to TikTok. There is a specific way to go about it, and it's something that we've done with Villain in the past, and it can help you get your account back, so it's still possible. I do too. Happy Mama, I love them, but I don't love hosting them. Yeah, if you guys aren't following Stewie's backup account, Stewie2 here, please give them a follow. Their original main account has been permabanned. I'm hoping that we can get it back, but if you could go ahead and follow their backup so that they can grow that account, I would greatly appreciate it. They're getting taken down because Boss Lady can dish it out, but she can't take it. See, Happy Mama, I get where you're coming from with that. They always want to bargain with you. They always want to try to Jew you down. But I feel like that's part of the yard sale. I feel like you start your prices off a little bit higher, and then they Jew you down to a more reasonable price. But sometimes you do have those people who they do think you should just give it away, and it could be something that is in pretty much new condition. Sorry, but I'm not giving you something that's still pretty much brand new. So Jew you down is basically talk you down. They try to bargain with you. They try to get you to come off of the price that you already have to a lesser price. Me too, D-Mac. That's effed up. That's effed up with the amount of trash that she talks on this internet, the amount of lies that she spews, and she's still got an account, but Stewie gets taken down, and all Stewie does is call her out on her lies. That's not right. What are you talking about, Diana? What is a bad thing to say? Why is that a bad thing to say? It's not spelled that way. I don't think it's spelled that way. Anyway, I don't know. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I can see where you guys are coming from, though. I can. And I can respect that. I will say I am not here to offend anyone in any way. And if I do, I 100% apologize. I think that we are all here to learn from each other. We can just say bargain. They try to bargain with you. Yeah, but I do try to be respectful, you guys. Like, I get it. I get it. We live in a completely different world today than we used to. So if I ever say something that people find offensive, I want them to tell me. Because, like I just did, you know, I will apologize and we learn together. Oh, that makes sense, Janelle. That makes sense. I appreciate you explaining that to me. I didn't know that. That makes sense. Oh, I get it, Diana. Listen, I don't get offended when people tell me things like that. I really don't. Like, I am always up for a learning experience. I think that if we can't learn from each other, then that sucks. I agree, Janelle. I have actually only ever heard people on my husband's side of the family say those. But it was really just his grandmother, his mom's mom. She was a big yard seller. Like, she loved going yard selling, and that's what she would say. You know what I mean? When it comes to talking people down on the price. But I had never heard it before then. Yeah, I agree, Shelly. But you guys know me. I never want to say something that purposely offends someone in that way, ever. Yeah, I've heard of, like, gypping people on prices, but I thought that was, like, kind of like lowballing you or selling you something for a higher price than what it's really worth. Isn't that what that means? Yeah. And I mean, it's good to have people like that with that type of heart, Shell Shock. It really is. Yeah, it's a hard thing to deal with. Very, it really is. And I feel like I know what I need to do, but it's just hard for me to do it. And not because I don't want to. Am I scared? Yes. And I'm really bummed because I know they're going to have to shave the side of my head. And I've been working really hard to grow my hair out. So I'm really bummed about that. And I don't even want to talk about it because as silly as it may sound and as petty as it may sound to some people, it really hurts my feelings. Like, it really makes me sad. But I know that I need to do it. And I will do it as soon as I am capable. No, Diana, you did not speak out of turn. Again, when something like that happens, I want people to tell me because that is the only way that I'm going to learn. And again, we can all learn together. Nobody did anything wrong. Please don't think that way. Probably so, DMAC, and that's okay because I apologized and I admitted I didn't know, and it's a lesson learned, and it happens to everybody. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. Aw, Shelly. I'm so sorry. I know that she has to be bummed out about it. I am not gonna lie, like, when I got my perm, I came home and I hadn't even thought about the fact that they're gonna have to shave half of my head, you know? And then I got to thinking about it. It registered. I'm doing all this because I want to grow my hair out, but what happens when I go to have surgery and they shave that whole half of my head? Because it's not like I can go get a pixie cut. They're literally shaving that whole half of my head. And it's like I grew my hair out for nothing. And then I had a breakdown, I'm not going to lie. And I used a color remover on my permed hair a week later. And then I colored my hair, knowing that it would damage it really bad. But I looked at it as, to hell with it, they're going to shave my hair off anyway, so why shouldn't I just melt it off for them? But I didn't melt it off. But I did have to trim some dead ends off. I'm just really sad about it, that's all. I do have wigs to share. Funny story, when I first came onto TikTok, and there are a lot of videos on my page, I wore nothing but wigs because I had a breakdown when my daddy died, and I purposely melted my hair off. I'm not gonna lie. I had bought a lot of wigs, and I still have them to this day, but they're hot and heavy and itchy, and I have a sensory issue where if something touches my body too long, I can't handle it. That's why I don't wear leggings a lot. And I won't wear tight clothing a lot because I can't handle something touching my skin that much. I've heard that too, Roddy Mama. I have heard that. Yeah, I used to be a big wig wearer. Let me grab my charger really quick, guys. My phone is about to go dead. Yeah, comfort is very important to me. And, I mean, it may be something that I wind up getting used to. Kind of like losing my top teeth. Took me a little while. But now I don't wear my teeth most of the time. And I'm comfortable with myself. But it's been very hard for me ever since my dad died. And I ruined my hair to grow it back out. It has been a never-ending battle for going on 4 years now. And it's finally growing out. And then I'm going to lose it again. I have some synthetic wigs and I have some human hair wigs. I would definitely do that, Cher. I love your face. I hope everybody has a good day today. I feel like we made it past Monday, and that is an accomplishment all on its own. You did, Happy Mama? That's going to be so funny. Thank you, Cher. Well, they are all mean. You have a great day too, D-Mac. Green Eyes, are you still in here? Hi, Gymnast Girl. I'm okay. How are you? You have a great day too, Roddy Mama. Yeah, I definitely want to see that. Oh, I bet that is adorable, Shelly. Where did she find it? Hi, Belle Belle. How are you? Thank you, Kelly Marie. I really appreciate that. I need to find something like that. I also like so there are these wigs that I like that they have the headband. You know what I mean? Where it's just the headband and then the hair. Now, I could wear something like that. I could. Yeah, definitely do that, Shelly. Wait a minute. Oh. Yeah, let it grow in, Stewie. Hi, sis. How are you today? Well, I really do want one of those, some of those headband wigs, now that I think about it. Those are really cute. And they do have some cute ones I've seen with the hat and the hair. Boo Boo the Chicken, we are past that conversation. We were talking about yard selling and when people try to bring the price down on what you have it stickered as. But we've already gotten past that conversation. It's a learning experience and we all learn together. You mean you have no... Well, I get that. I have no power. I'm the same way, and that's why I got a perm. My hair hit that awkward stage where it was kind of giving mullet, and it was hard to do anything with it. And that's why I got a perm, thinking it would be easy to just wet it, scrunch it, and go. And it was. It was. Link, thank you so much for the galaxy. You did not have to do that. I appreciate you so much. Do you have a mullet right now, Stewie? It's crazy, right, Gymnast Girl? That was amazing, Ling Ling. Thank you so much. Stewie, I triple dog dare you to get your mullet permed. Thank you, Diana, for the roses. Hi, Gina. How are you? As long as your hair is at least 4 inches, then they should be able to perm it. As long as the shortest piece of your hair is at least 4 inches, they should be able to perm it. That's what I was told. Aw, I hope that you have a wonderful day, Belle Belle, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you for stopping in. That's a good idea, Barry, because it's, you know, I know firsthand it's not something that's very common. It has become more common in today's society than it used to be, but it's still not super common. I remember when I found out, I was very freaked. And I searched high and low to find somebody like me. Yes, business in the front, party in the back, Joe Dirt. It's beautiful here today to share. And I hope you have an amazing day. Good morning, Nancy's mom. How are you this morning? Oh, I found out when I was an adult, Fairy. It was 2020, 2021, I think, and I was playing a video game in my bedroom with my husband. It was a Walking Dead video game. Good morning, Aaron. I'm okay, Nancy. And I stood up to turn the game off, and when I did, everything went really blurry, and my head started hurting worse than it had ever hurt before. And I continued to have blurred vision after that. Good morning, Mom. How are you today? And I went to the eye doctor because I thought it was just my eyes. They did the vision test. They also dilated my eyes. And then he said, I don't want to scare you, but I found some fluid and blood behind your optic nerve. I would like to send you to a neurologist, to a neurosurgeon, because one thing that is known to cause this is a brain tumor. And I walked out. I walked right out that door. And I called my mom and I started to cry. And then I went back in, we scheduled my appointment, and it turned out that it wasn't a tumor, but my brain thinks it has a tumor. And because my brain thinks it has a tumor, it sends a signal to the rest of my body as such. So the fluid backs up on my brain. I have what they call empty sella syndrome, and I just don't feel good a lot. And it's because my body is just give out all the time. Good morning, Pumpkin. How are you today? Hang on, I gotta shut my door. Darn dog. You darn dog! Oh, my phone fell. Boo Boo the chicken, let me explain something to you before I block you. So make sure you use your active listening skills. I'm a human. And I make mistakes. And those mistakes are how we learn. I, unfortunately, have a lot of things that I wasn't taught. And because of that, I get to learn from other people all over the world. It's one thing if I don't take something as a learning experience, if I don't learn from it and do better moving forward. But I do take things as a learning experience. Anybody that knows me knows my heart and knows my personality, and what you just accused me of being could never be me. At the end of the day, come back when you can have a respectable conversation on a legitimate account. I will tell you this, you give chickens a bad name, my guy. Have the day that you deserve. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. And blocked. Yeah, they're not bothering me. Right, Janelle. They just wanted to come in here and start crap because clearly they have too much time on their hands. Yeah, just trolls. Black Widow. Thank you, Terry. The bird flu. I'm dead. Listen, I love my chickens. My chickens are respectable animals. So don't come in here showing high levels of disrespect just because you want to stir the pot. That's not okay. It's one thing to have a legit, respectable conversation. Because like I said, I love to learn. I absolutely love to learn. See, a lot of people in here didn't know. Right, right. And I want to say something about that. I've been hearing people say that word a lot lately. And people act like it's nothing but a thing. There is this woman that I follow on this app because she has been helping this lady who is special needs, and she got kicked out of Walmart for asking for help with food. Her name is Cece, the lady she's helping. And the other day, she just said that word like it was nothing but a thing. Now, she was saying how, this word is bad, but this shouldn't be. But she just came out with the whole word. And I was like, okay, it's almost as if people are picking and choosing. At the end of the day, things like that are not okay for anybody to say. Not myself and not anyone else. It's not that people are not expected to make mistakes. I think some people expect people not to make mistakes, and that's not okay. We're all human. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to fall on our face. We're going to screw up. But it's how you move forward with that mistake. Take it as a learning experience. Take it as an opportunity to do better and be better. I say it all the time. I treat every day as an opportunity to do better and be better than I was the day before. I'm going to fuck up. I'm going to fall flat on my face. It's going to happen. But I'm going to take those instances as learning experiences that are going to help me with my self-growth moving forward. Exactly. If you don't learn, you're doing something wrong. Facts. I love that. Because if you don't learn, then you're going to have repetitive bad behavior. And that's not me. And the fact that so many people in this chat also did not know. I mean, it's not just me, guys. Unfortunately, I was raised in a day and age to where, like people have said, we weren't taught things like that. But that's why I love things like social media, where you have all of these people from all different times in the world, all over the world, from different states, different countries, that can teach you things like that. I agree, Terry. I appreciate that, Happy Mama. That is true, Christy. I have a lot of people that watch so closely trying to catch me slipping. And hey, I'm gonna slip, so keep watching and eventually it's going to happen. I'm gonna make mistakes. I mean, if you are so bored with your life that all you can do is spend time trying to catch somebody else making a mistake as a human, then I feel sorry for you. I truly do. Right, Janelle. They absolutely did. Hey, Psycho Bunny. Psycho Bunny, I need to text you later. Yeah, I think we all do, Nancy. I really do.
Hey girl, I just have to tell you, you want to know what a hillbilly redneck I am? That term that just we learned was not good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was the word chew, like you chew your food. That's how hillbilly I am. CHEW. So I learned a couple new things today.
Yeah. I love
That's what a
learning.
hick I am.
I love to learn. I love to learn, and
Yeah.
that's how we learn most things is by making mistakes. So
Yeah.
I know not everybody is like this, but I can take accountability. I can take accountability. I can apologize with full sincerity, and I can
Hey,
do
Ange.
better.
I just had to tell you that, and I'm gonna get out of your box and get out of your way. That's how old school and hillbilly I am. I thought it was the word chew, like you chew your food. I am so slow into
Listen,
these terms, and oh, I'm a hillbilly.
I get
Love
it.
you, girl.
I love your face. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye. I agree, Janelle. I agree. And hey, Big Ange. Good morning, Cece. I live under a rock in a lot of ways. Like social media is where I learn a lot of things about our world and our society because I don't travel. I don't go anywhere. When I say I have social anxiety ever since I had this brain condition, I am not exaggerating. Y'all, it is intense. My social anxiety. It is not good. I go into full panic mode whenever I have to be around people physically in public. I don't use social media for clout and views and numbers. I don't care about those things because not everything great comes in large numbers. Dynamite can come in small packages. I can have a handful of friends and be just fine. But I like to use social media instead as a way to learn so many things, learn about different cultures, learn about different religions, learn about things that are okay in today's society or not okay in today's society. I like to learn about all kinds of different recipes. I learn about a lot of my crafts on social media. Like, this is a learning platform for me in a lot of ways. And I know it's like that for a lot of people. Thank you for the heart me, Andrea. I hope you're doing okay today. I said something a while back. I'm not going to repeat it because I learned that it was not okay. But I said something a while back that I learned was very offensive to a certain community. And no, I'm not going to type it, Keating. And I was able to have a respectful adult conversation with someone that it offended and a couple of other people. And it was nice. And I learned and we moved on. And it's really a great conversation that I think inspired a lot of people because you don't see a lot of conversations happening like that on this app anymore. It's all about how you approach things, in my opinion. Thank you for the heart me, White Lotus. And that's okay, Fairy. I really hope that it helps, Pumpkin. I really do. I'll be praying for you. We live in a world where there are so many people from so many different time frames, so many different cultures. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I do. I think it's a beautiful thing because there's so much that we can take in from each other that can help us all grow as humans. Not you asking for yard sale pricing advice, Muffy. Is it a smart TV, a flat screen TV, a box TV? I used to have a friend, Terry, that had severe germophobia, and we were in JROTC in high school, and he would literally put gloves on, and then he would put books on the floor. Like, he could not be within so many inches of the floor with his hands to do the push ups. Absolutely, White Lotus. That's exactly how I was, Nancy's mom. I was the biggest social butterfly until I had my brain condition, and it completely changed. Exactly, Janelle. A smart one with Roku. So you can get a 32-inch smart TV with Roku right now for around $100 at Walmart. It's actually a little under $100, but with tax, it's right around 100. So I would say if it has the remote with it and if it's in good condition, I don't think $50 is a bad price, but I mean, it just depends on what you think you should get out of it. That's how I am, Kelly Marie. Like, legit, I do not leave my house unless I have to go to a medical appointment. I wouldn't do 75 because if you go on Walmart.com and look them up, they have them for like, it's like $89.99 or $99.99. I only know that because that's where we buy our kids 32 inches. I could see that, White Lotus, because it's like losing a part of yourself. And that part of yourself could have been the social part of yourself. Yep. We go and do fun things with our kids every chance that we get, but you also have to understand that my kids are 10, almost 11, and 15, almost 16. So hanging out with mom and dad isn't really the cool thing. Sometimes they prefer to go do things with their friends, and that's okay. But we take summer vacations together every year. We take our kids fishing, which doesn't involve having to be around people, and they love to go do it. We take our kids sledding in the wintertime. We take them to this place called Sky Zone. They really enjoy it. They have a lot of fun there. We take them camping. We take them to stay in cabins. We do all kinds of stuff when we can. We do what we can afford. My kids are actually very very spoiled, but not overly spoiled. I think that's a good idea, Muffy. Yeah, yeah, it can be for sure. A big part too of my issue is I try so hard not to let my brain condition hold me down. Like, yes, I can't go to places like grocery stores, Walmart. I can't do that. But when it comes summertime, I will suck it up and we will go to water parks, for example. The places that we go camping, luckily it's out in the woods. And yes, there's people around, but it's not overly crowded. But then when we go to stuff like the river or Kentucky Lake or things like that, it can be a lot of people there. But I just do the best that I can. I mean, that's all that I can do. Like I said, my kids are at an age now where hanging out with mom and dad isn't the cool thing to do. So a lot of times they would rather go do something with their friends, and I'm okay with that. We still make our memories every chance that we get. And I will continue to do that with them until the day I take my last breath. My kids are not deprived of anything. For their birthdays and Christmas, if you ask them what they want, you tell them to put a list together, they struggle to think of anything because they have everything they need and most things that they want. We can't provide everything that they want, but most things within reason. And that's why I work as hard as I do. That's why I work 50 hours a week on top of running my small business. But really, all people have to do is look at my page to know things like that, because I have plenty of videos of different things that we've gone and done and things we do at home. Listen, I had so much fun last weekend, just for hours playing card games with my kids. What did Muffy say? Aw, Muffy, I'm glad that you're here. I absolutely love your face, and I think you know that. Stewie, I stand by. Don't ask me how I did it. I just did it. It was hard. The way I look at it is one of these days, I may not be able to do all of these things. You know, one of these days, I might not have no choice but to sit around and do nothing. And I want to absorb every bit of time that I have with as much productivity as I can while I can. I was not sad about that either, Janelle. I agree, White Lotus. Listen, I will say, my kids would much rather stay home and play board games and play card games than go and do anything. And I stand on that, and they will tell you that themselves. But it's good for them to get out of the house. Oh, I love that, Anne. I hope that when my kids grow up, they still do things like that. Giving up is never an option for me. I need to order a few things really quick. My kiddos aren't adults yet, but time goes by fast. Too fast. Oh no. Thank you for the heart meme. Yeah, that's usually how it goes, Rose. That is usually how it goes. All right, guys, it's time for me to stop procrastinating. I need to go put some things in my mailbox, and then I need to order some dog food to be delivered from DoorDash. And I need to do some things that I have to get done at work. But I will try to go live again earlier this out, like sometime after lunch, maybe, because I have a meeting at lunchtime. So if you guys are around, make sure that you join. I hope that you have a beautiful day. Thanks you guys for the great conversation. I think that this was a really good live. I enjoyed it. I appreciate all of you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.